Marriage is a very important institution the world over. And so today, I want to address the unmarried people, both men and women. I want to answer a question. What should you discuss before you get married? You need to discuss. You need to have an open talk with your friend, with your girlfriend or your boyfriend. What is going to form part of this discussion? One, you should discuss the bills. Do you have the bills? What bills do you have? Do you have loans? Might there be help loans from the university? And now when you get married, how is it going to be handled? Might you be having mortgage loan? These things need to be sorted. It is also important to discuss the parenting styles. Are you going to use democratic style when you bring up your children? Are you going to use autocratic? Are you going to use laissez-faire? What parenting style are you going to use? You need to discuss. What about the number of children? How many children will you have? Probably your partner want to have 10 children. And probably you don't want even have to have any. Or you want to have one child or two. It's important to discuss so that you get to a consensus. Then the other point is the aspect of debt. Do you have debts? Do you have credit? These things need to be sorted out and to be made very clear. Then the aspect of religion. Probably you are from different religion. Probably you are from established churches, former churches. Others are maybe from Pentecostals. And the worldview and the aspect of religion is very different. So, who is going to cross over the line? Are you going to cross over to the church of your wife or the church of your husband? For the sake of your children, you have to agree as a family which church you are going to be going to. How are you also going to handle the in-laws? This is very important. The in-laws can be a real problem when they come to marriage life. They can wreck a marriage. Also decide, where are you going to settle when you marry? Are you going to build your home, your dream home, at your husband's place? Or are you going to go to your wife's place? Your wife's place also sociologists would call Matiroko. Or are you going to do a husband's place, which you call Patiroko? It's a central home. Is that where you are going to build? Or are you going to build in a neutral place, which sociologists would call Nuroko? It is important to settle on that one. Now, it's important on sexual expectations. What are the sexual expectations? What are the financial expectations? How are you going to handle finance? Are you going to have different bank accounts? Are you going to have certain rules? Your wife to handle certain things for finance? Let's say the domestic, and you handle the rest? Those things need to be settled. Especially even the issue on bank accounts. The family history. It is important to discuss the family history. How is your family? What health problem does your family have? Issues like asthma, things like diabetes, blood pressure, cancer, hormonal imbalances. People having psychological problems, bipolar, schizophrenic problem in the family. These issues need to be clear. Epilepsy. These things need to be clear. Please, it's important for you to be very frank with your partner. The issue of HIV status. It's important for people to undergo HIV status before they make the final decision of saying I do in the altar. It doesn't matter even if you are saved, even if you are Christian, please go for HIV status. I'm not saying if you are HIV status, you can't be married. That's not my message. But it's important to know the status so that when you get into it, then you know how to handle it. We also are valid with people who are discordant couples and they are okay. You cannot be also HIV positive and you can live a happy married life thanks to the world of medicine. The dream home. What type of a dream home are you going to have? Or do you dream? You might be having a prototype of a dream home in your mind. Why don't you share with your partner? The aspect of careers. What is your dream about your career? Do you want to go for further studies? You have got the first degree. Are you planning to go for masters? Are you planning to go for PhD? What is it in going to have the implication in terms of your family? The aspect of your children. Who is going to take care of your children when you are in school? What about promotions? What about if you have to relocate to a different country? What about if you are in a career where you have even got no time for one another? In the health professions, doctors, nurses, watchmen, air hostesses, pilots, people in soldiers in peacekeeping missions, pastors, academicians, and full-time workers. How are you going to navigate the marriage life? What about the political issues? Ladies and gentlemen, these are so searching questions which need to be addressed, and the problem which some of you are in marriage are facing is because you bypassed this phase. Thank you very much. It's Mutia Rukwaru from your favorite channel, A Moment with Rukwaru. Thank you. Have a great afternoon.